And so I'm with you, and I understand that there's difficulty, parents, when you have children that are wrestling with their faith, and there's tension in seeing your teenager fight you to go to church, fight you to go to youth group, and or reject the church and just be so distant and their heart be hardened to the things of God. I know what it's like to talk to parents who are facing that. I know what it's like to talk to students that are facing that, and it's difficult. It's not easy, and I wish there was a one answer that would, or there was one answer that would just solve everything. But this is a process. It's going to be a lot of prayer, a lot of hands-on conversations, and just relying on the Holy Spirit to help you on this journey as you put in the work to make sure your student, your child, your teenager, or your adult child to get in church. And so there's a real struggle and battle when it comes to solving this problem in many homes. I want you to know this is a problem that's happening in the church nationally. And essentially there's a term, or there is a phrasing that kind of encapsulate what's happening with teenagers and with adults as they walk away from the faith. It's called the dropout crisis. The church is seeing a dropout crisis with teenagers, young adults, and adults that are leaving the church that were once a part of the church. Have some stats here. 60% of young Christians 18 to 29 disconnect from church involvement either permanently or for extended periods after age 15. That figure, that percentage climbs to 64% of 18 to 29-year-olds who were active as kids and then stepped away in their early adulthood. This is, as you can see in the data, this is a seismic shift. More than half of teenagers who had a solid spiritual foundation drift away. And so maybe you're hearing this for the first time, or maybe you're hearing these stats, you're hearing this data, or you're watching this on YouTube, and this situation is the one you're in right now. This tension that we're talking about is one you're dealing with right now. And maybe you are watching or listening, and you as a parent are asking this question today. Should we force our teenager to go to church? Should we force our teenager to go to church? They used to love it, but now they have no interest in going at all. They want to have respect in their independence, in their space, and to have freedom to make their own decisions. But we're also worried as we do that, maybe we give them space, we give them independence, that they're drifting away from the faith, ultimately hating God, hating the church, and anything to do with Christianity.